Coming up on 644, they help fight crime in Hampton Roads. We've been bringing you stories about law enforcement technology, things like ShotSpotter and Flock cameras, which have helped in dozens of different investigations.
But both devices are the subject of concerns over personal privacy. News 3 investigator Zach Dahlheimer talked with law enforcement and folks with these companies and reveals what's been done to address those concerns.
I'm always concerned on a Sunday morning.
Safety is top of mind for Lisa Myers. Lately, she's 4 cameras like this near her church around Suffolk and Isle of Wight County.
We could be very vulnerable, and there have been churches that have been bothered before.
Newport News Police Chief Steve Drew is all in on crime-fighting tech, including ShotSpotter.
It's not just a fishnet, let's cast and see what all we capture today. That's not the case. It is all about investigations. It's about keeping our community safe.
2 years ago, I sat down with Chief Drew to talk about the technology. Newport News Police say they've had hundreds of offenses associated with ShotSpotter alerts in the city, including shootings and homicides.
I believe it is a game changer for us.
This past year, another technology has surfaced. Flock's safety cameras placed around the city based on recent crime stats that can identify license plate numbers and letters and other features of cars, all within seconds.
It's able to determine whether that vehicle is known to be a stolen vehicle associated with a wanted offender or associated with a missing person, and then flag that vehicle in an alert.
Flock cameras are installed in departments throughout Hampton Roads. In Newport News, they've been up and running for about a year, and Chief Drew says their tech has helped find more than 40 stolen vehicles.
Technology may not tell us who's driving that vehicle, but if that vehicle is seen leaving the scene of a homicide, it's an avenue for investigators.
But both tools have been the center of questions regarding privacy. For Flock, the ACLU has raised concerns, saying, quote, the police do not need records of every person's coming and goings, including trips to doctors' offices, religious institutions, and political gatherings. I took these concerns to Flock officials.
We don't have speed recognition on these cameras. They're not red light cameras. They don't have facial recognition, and they're not video cameras that are tracking people. It is really solely to pull a license plate and vehicle details.
Spokesperson Holly Balin also told me if an image of a particular license plate is never used in a criminal investigation, it automatically goes away after 30 days. The company also has safeguards for accountability and transparency, like easy-to-pull auditing reports and required search justifications every time police perform a search with cameras. As for ShotSpotter, I asked Chief Drew about a recent privacy audit of the technology requested by its parent company that was conducted by NYU. The report concluded that the risk of voice surveillance is extremely low. It also gave recommendations that NYU says ShotSpotter has adopted. These include reducing the length of audio stored on each sensor and not sharing precise sensor locations with law enforcement.
I would say it has been a checks and balances.
Drew supports the audit and mentioned his department has their own policies for their tech.
That stuff is private. It is used for investigation.
He also mentioned he doesn't know exactly where the sensors are placed, and ShotSpotter helped choose where to install them after looking at crime data.
You kind of get out of technology what you put into it, but you also have to be held accountable for it.
ShotSpotter's parent company, SoundThinking, also lists community privacy protections. Some points state human voices and street noise will never trigger a sensor. Also, sensors store 30 hours of audio and automatically delete audio older than 30 hours, and that neither police nor third parties ever have direct access to this audio.
I want to see it safe.
As for Myers, she believes more technology means more peace of mind.
If it helps to find out when somebody's doing something wrong, those of us who are doing things right don't need to be worried, do we?
Chief Drew also told me his city has at least 30 Flock cameras currently up and running and are adding more cameras that will eventually put the total at 74 Flock cameras in Newport News. Now, I provided more info and links to points addressing privacy concerns with Flock cameras and ShotSpotter sensors you can find on this story at WTKR.com. Zach Dahlheimer, News 3.